Well, hello, my friend. My name is Joe Bakmotsky. I am the founder of The Happy You and also a proud author of this book, Finding Hope in Time of Uncertainty, a guide to thriving in a challenging world of today. I'm so thrilled to have you with me today to talk about something that is so vital to leading a happier, more fulfilled and purposeful life, which is taking the next step in your career, whether that's in your job or in your business. But that's something that's going to make you feel so much more fulfilled. That's going to give you that sense of accomplishment. That's going to give you that sense of your progress and moving forward, that you're at the place where you deserve it, and you're moving, and you're not just static in one place, but you're moving forward, and you're living with a sense of purpose and direction that is pulling you forward towards your dreams and ambitions that you know you have. So I'm thrilled to have you with me today. I'm going to share 3 simple ideas, and some of that's just going to remind you about, but I think they can make a huge difference in your journey towards getting clarity around what's next for you. Like what's next for you in your space, in your life. And the first thing I want to talk about, and this is something that we always forget, because we always think that we kind of always just look immediately towards the future, and we forget where we are. We forget the place where we're at. And because sometimes we feel like maybe something isn't right, we feel like there's a problem, maybe something is wrong, right? Because we have this presumption that something must be wrong. If you want to take that next step, then you must be not happy with whatever it is that you have. And I don't believe that that's a way of looking at things that serves us. Because it means that something is wrong and something's got to be fixed. I really believe that to take the next leap forward towards the life that you truly desire, to make it a really massive breakthrough, like in your career, we got to believe in this one thing. And that is, we are coming from a place of strength. That you are already starting, the position where you begin is you're in a good place, right? Because that's the foundation. I know doesn't mean that everything's perfect, doesn't mean that you're happy with everything, but you got to be looking at it that you're in a good place, like things are working out for you, because that's what gives you the self-belief and the confidence to move forward. Yeah, not everything might be right, but when you have that sense of belief and you focus on the things that are working well, then you're able to go after what it is you want with everything that you have, right? It gives you so much, just a better footing. It just puts such great momentum towards everything that you're doing. And oftentimes it's a way of looking at your life in a way that makes sense for you, right? Because you are in a place where you have achieved things. You're at a place in your career, and I want you to think about it right now. I want you to think about it. What is it that I have achieved? What is it that I feel I've accomplished? Where is it that I struggled, but I pushed on? Where is it in my life where I almost gave up? I wanted to give up, but I didn't. And I kept going. You have those moments, my friend. You are where you are because you've overcome, because you are resilient, you are resourceful, you've made things happen before. There is nothing stopping you from doing that now. That's what's key. You're in a great position to win. And I want you to think about that. What is it that makes you feel good about yourself and where you're at right now in your career? Things you've accomplished, things you've achieved, things you have overcome, things that kept you going. That's important to know, because when you establish that coming from a place of strength will serve you on your journey forward. So hope you have that in your place. I know for me, when I was, the first time I really pivoted in my career, I was doing a lot of software development. I was leading the team, but I wanted to do something more. I wanted to do something that was involved working with people, because that's what I really enjoyed. And I envisaged being in a place where I'm working with, a kind of portfolio of projects at a bigger level, where I'm working with, more kind of business people, right? So I was kind of envisioning myself in that space. And it was a bit of a leap sideways. It was doing something. It required different skills and different abilities. But I kind of thought, well, what is it that I've learned right now, being at this point, that that is good, that's going to help me moving forward. And I realized that, doing, a lot of development and working, I had experience in so many different areas. And I had a vision of how technology really works and how that could serve the business that probably other people who came from different backgrounds may not have. I have that integrated perspective because I've done it all. And I knew that that could make a big difference for me moving forward. And not only did I present that as a place of strength, but I also felt more confident because I knew that this is something that I've been building towards, right? So what is that for you, my friend? What is that for you? Now, let's talk about the second key aspect of taking that big step in your career. And that is your vision. Your vision for yourself, my friend. Your vision for how you see yourself moving forward. And I'm not talking about vision in the sense of things that exist outside of you. I'm not talking about external things that exist out there in the world. What I really mean is I'm talking about what are the things that you see about you. What is your vision of you in that future? How do you see yourself? I mean, and I literally want you to imagine what, in that future, let's say you've achieved already that step, whatever it is that you wanted. Maybe you've taken your business to, X level of income. Maybe you hired a team. Maybe you got that just next gig that you've always been dreaming about. What does that look like? I mean, what are you actually doing through your day? I want you to visualize it. How do you handle yourself? How do you talk to people? How do you feel inside when you're starting your day? How do you feel as you are finishing your day up? What do you look like? How does it feel on the inside? That's so vital. And when you imagine, I want you to think of it in terms of your senses. Engage your senses. What does it? What can you see? What maybe can you hear? Maybe maybe smell even. I don't know. Maybe taste. Or maybe if I don't know if that's really relevant at all. But maybe it is. What is that for you? Because engaging those senses and really imagining what it would feel like and how you would, and what you're doing, it can really place you in a position where you're not just daydreaming, but where you're making it real. Where this vision isn't some abstract thing, right? It isn't some wishful thinking, but it really is something that you can feel is realistic, is achievable. It doesn't mean that it doesn't require hard work. It doesn't mean that you don't have to push yourself. But when you spend 2 to 3 minutes a day in whatever it is that you're doing, and I urge you to do that in your life, to imagine that. Take 2 to 3 minutes a day, maybe doing something, maybe you're already doing something at home or on your way from work, or maybe you've gone for a walk. I would urge you to think about what it would feel like. What are you doing? what can you see? Like, engage your senses, because that's what makes your dream real. That's what makes your vision realistic, and that's what makes it achievable. And it is, when it is achievable, you're that much more likely to not only go for it, but to go for it with confidence and just gusto, that it's real and it's happening. And the next thing is, the third thing we talked about is the bridge. We've started in the place of strength, where you looked at what you have achieved, what you've accomplished, what you have overcome. And now we're at a place we looked at the vision. How do you see yourself? What does it feel like? We're making it real. We're making it, painting the picture that is something that you can clearly visualize in your mind. You have great clarity about what that is. And now we want to see, what is the bridge back to your place of strength? And the bridge back to help you get there is the skills, the mindset, the tools. What is it that you need to get there? Is you need to create something that helps you to bring you back to the place where you belong, to make your vision come true. To make your vision come to life, we need that bridge. And if you can see that, when you look at your vision and you know exactly where you are today, what is it that is missing? Or what is it that's going to help you get there? That's crucial, my friend. Identify that. Point it out so that you know within yourself, what does it mean for you? That's going to be key. That's going to make the biggest difference for you moving forward. Is to identify, maybe there's a skill that you need to go and learn. Maybe there's experience that you got to have earned in some way. Maybe you got to get some support, whether it is from your friend, from a family, from some kind of a professional, maybe advisor or consultant or a coach. What is it that you need? Maybe you got something you got to go and learn. Maybe you got to get connections, right? You want to be able to understand that. What is it that's going to help you get there faster? And that helps you, again, strengthen your position, where you are and where you're going. So this essentially becomes a cycle, isn't it? This essentially then becomes a cycle because you're moving forward, right? You're moving forward, you're in a place of strength, and you have your vision, and then you have your bridge of how you're going to get there. And you're kind of filling in the blanks through the bridge. Like, what is it you need to add or augment? And that becomes a key with you moving forward. But you're always in the place of strength. You always have a powerful vision, and you're always working towards you're giving yourself all the tools that you need to go further. That's what clarity is all about. That's what I truly call getting clarity in your next career move. The clarity comes from understanding where you're at and celebrating that, giving yourself the credit that you deserve. That place of strength is key. And having that vision, the powerful vision that you can imagine, that you can visualize with all of your senses. And that vision is solely about you. And then identifying that there's a bridge. And there's, what is it that you can add or improve or augment in some way that's going to help you to make that all come to life. I hope this has served you. I hope this is helpful, my friend. As always, my name is Joe Bakhmutsky. As you know, I help people one-on-one or in groups to help them find breakthrough clarity to take that next step in their lives. And if you feel that this is what you need right now, then you can apply to work with me as part of Clarity First, which is my coaching program. And you can find out more about Clarity First when you go to powertobehappy.com. That's powertobehappy.com and click on the Clarity First link to find out more. So you can apply for a free strategy session to see, so we can see if we're a good fit. My name is Joe Bakhmutsky, and I want to remind you, my friend, that you have the power to be happy, to see greater clarity in everything that you're doing, to show up at your best every single day, so that you know that you are enough. And finally, no matter how crazy life gets, that you can hold on to the hope that even if things don't go your way, that things can and do change, my friend, for the better. My name is Joe Bakhmutsky. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you soon.